Dear student of Standard 6, welcome to my economics class. Today, lecture 5. Now, I will explain your exercise problems. At first, multiple choice questions. Number 1, who is the main processor of the sovereign power of the state? And answer will be people. Number 2, government is indispensable for the state. Option number 1, to run the state, 2, to ensure security of the people, and 3, to maintain sovereignty. We know that these are the main function of the state, isn't it? So answer will be 1, 2 and 3. Now there is a passage and you will read out this passage and answer question number 3 and 4. The people of other countries live beside the citizens of own country in the state named A. As the war started suddenly between A and B states, the people of other countries returned to their own countries from A state. But the people of A state took part in the war compulsorily by the order of the government. The A state was captured by the B state in the war. So here the citizens of other countries left A state because of number 1, they are not citizens of A state. Number 2, the A state cannot compel them to join the war. Number 3, they are not loyal to the A state. So here in this case 3 statements are correct, isn't it? So answer will be 1, 2 and 3. Number 4, which element of A state was lost after the capture of A state by B state? So answer will be sovereignty. So in the lecture class I have explained that without sovereignty no state can be formed, isn't it? Now I will discuss your creative part. Number 1 creative question. After getting job, Mr. Zakir and Afrin has been living in USA for 20 years. Their child Shannon was born there. In that state, they purchased a business institution from their income. They pay tax to the government regularly. They abide by the rules and regulations of that country. They run a fund for the needy children. This couple is now the citizen of the USA. Okay. A number, name the identity for which the citizen gets citizenship. So, in the lecture you have seen the citizen gets the citizenship by centering a state. B number, why are the all inhabitants of a state not citizen? Okay, so I have explained this question answer in my lecture. C number, explain the process of acquiring citizenship of Zakir in USA. So here you can understand that though here Zakir has been living in USA for 20 years and they buy business institution from their income and abide by the rules and regulations and run a fund for needy children. So here they have fulfilled many conditions, isn't it? So this is the process of acquiring citizenship of Zakir in USA by formal grant. Clear? So here at first you will write there are 2 methods of acquiring citizenship. Number 1 by birth, by formal grant. Okay. Then you will go to STEM. Like in the STEM we have seen that Zakir has been living in USA for 20 years. Then comma, then buys property, then pay taxes regularly. Okay. Then run a organization, run a fund for needy children, etc. So you will write here and then you will write, so he will get the citizenship in USA by formal grant, and then you will explain the formal grant. Understand everyone? Okay. Number D, will Sanon get the citizenship of USA? Listen everyone, in your book there is another question and I have changed this question, okay? So question will be, will Sanon get the citizenship of USA? Do you think Sanon will get the citizenship over here? Of course, isn't it? Sanon will get the citizenship of USA according to Judge Sully. So I have explained this in my lecture also, isn't it? So though Sanon was born in USA, so USA provides the direct citizenship to the children, isn't it? So here you will write from the stem, you will write that is though Sanon was born in USA, so he will get the citizenship of USA according to Judge Sully, and he will explain the Sully. Clear? Okay, now creative question 2. Bangladeshi inhabitant Shajib got married to an Australian woman while working in the marine service in Singapore. He, along with his wife, was traveling to Australia by an American ship. Their child Mario was born in the ship before they reached in Australia. Okay, this is one event. Another event, the younger brother of Shajib, Sagar, who came to Australia from Bangladesh for study, could not apply his suffrage, that means right of vote, in the last election. A number, when was the first government of Bangladesh formed? That is 10th April 1971. B number, what do you mean by dual citizenship? I think no need to explain. Okay. C number, name the country Maria will be the citizen of. Explain. So here Maria will get the citizenship of two countries, isn't it? At first, Maria will get the citizenship of Bangladesh according to Judge Sanguinis, and Maria will get the citizenship of USA according to Judge Sully, isn't it? So, you will write in the stem, we have seen that Maria's parents are Bangladeshi, but Maria was born in USA. So, according to her parents' citizenship, that means according to Judge Sanguinis, Maria will get the citizenship of Bangladesh, isn't it? And you will explain that Judge Sanguinis here. And then again, though Maria born in USA, so she will get the citizenship of USA according to Judge Sully. And you will explain the Judge Sully here. Understand everyone? Okay. That means Maria will get the dual citizenship here. D number, citizenship rights of Shajib and Sagar are different. Give your opinion. So here you can see that is Shajib has got the citizenship of Australia by formal grant because he married an Australian woman. Okay, so what is the process of formal grant? You will write over here and give some conditions in this portion. Okay, so in case of Sagar, so here we have seen that is Sagar who came to Australia from Bangladesh for study. That means Sagar is not a citizen of Australia, isn't it? So he is a foreigner of the Australia. So you will write that is the citizen and foreigners. I have explained in my lecture that is besides the inhabitants of own country, many people of different different countries also live in a state. They live for many reasons such as education, business, service, etc. Isn't it? But they are not the citizen, but they are known as the foreigners there. Okay, so that para you will explain here. Understand everyone? This is the difference between the citizenship right of Shajib and Sagar. And another thing that is Shajib can enjoy the social and political rights in Australia, but Sagar can enjoy only the social rights in Australia. Okay. Okay. Now there is some questions you have sent me and I will explain this. Number 1, why is Bangladesh considered as a state? I think who has written this question, please follow my lecture 2. Okay, so there is, I have written, I have given this all explanation about this question. Okay, why is considered Bangladesh as a state? Because Bangladesh to form a state needs 4 elements, isn't it? Already we know population, territory, government and sovereignty, isn't it? So Bangladesh consists of all these 4 elements. So Bangladesh is considered as the state. So follow my lecture 2. Now, how can a person get the citizenship of Bangladesh? You have written that is according to Just Solely or Sanguinis. So here I will tell that is this question is not clear. That is as a citizen, if any child born in Bangladesh and if parents are Bangladeshi, then he or she will get the citizenship of Bangladesh according to Just Sanguinis, isn't it? Okay. And generally Bangladesh follows the Just Sanguinis. But if a foreigner has been living in Bangladesh for a long time, doing job, etc., then he or she will apply for the citizenship of Bangladesh according to formal grant. Understand? So here two types of question will be over here. That is, it may be sanguinis or soli or like this. Okay. So a person can get the citizenship in Bangladesh according to Just Sanguinis. It is a normal matter, and a person will get the citizenship of Bangladesh according to by formal grant also. Okay. Okay. So in Bangladesh, Just Sanguinis or Just Soli is followed. So generally in Bangladesh, Just Sanguinis is followed. Understand everyone? Okay. 4 number, if any person gets dual citizenship, can he or she enjoy the right of 2 countries? Okay. So here, of course, if any person gets dual citizenship, she can enjoy the rights of 2 countries, but he or she has to live in 1 country. Okay. So here he or she enjoy the rights of any 1 country. To enjoy the rights, she has to live in 1 country, but at a time 2 countries. Okay, wait. Okay, so at a time 2 countries they can enjoy the facilities. So one where he or she will live, then that time they can take the facilities from there. Okay. Okay, so up to this today everyone, after it I will give another video, that is I will start a new chapter. After this, goodbye everyone. Eid Mubarak everyone. Stay at your home safely. Take care of you.